Hey guys, Brad from Team Crimson here, bringing you my Kagero standard deck profile. This is the deck post Heroic Evolution. So obviously I've got Dragonic Overlord, the end. So I'll go over this real quick and discuss a couple of the changes to the deck. It's actually not a lot. And I will say this is also the more competitive build. Whereas there is another version that mostly is just the independent, that is less competitive, I should say. But let me go over this real quick. So let me get this out of here and go over my deck profile. So we'll start off with Dragonic Overlord at the end, and you are playing 2 copies. Reason for 2 copies is he's just not that great. He's not the great. He's very good. I still kind of defend him a little bit. He's not a bad card, but he definitely is not a good card either. But we play him in here. The triple restand ability is like I said, not too bad. But yeah, having to deplete your hand in order to do so is just not a lot of fun. Alright, and next I am playing 3 copies of Dragonic Overlord. Just obviously still want him as your first ride target. Clearly. And then playing 4 copies of Dragonic Overlord the Great because he is just better. The Great being able to revive Neoflame, being able to do your basically 5 attacks during a turn is pretty awesome. The Great is just so much better, and being able to actually keep hand size. Granted, you can do the 5 attacks with the end. But it's at a steeper cost, and especially depleting hand. That's something you don't want to have to do. Alright, moving on to the grade 2 lineup. I am playing 4 copies of Neoflame, duh. Enough said. Playing 4 copies of Berserk Dragon. Berserk's still here. Obviously, he's a good first ride target for your first grade 2 ride, being able to snipe something if they're stupid enough to play something against you and draw a card. Mostly you're just using it for the draw ability. And then he's also the 13k body on rear if you have more rear guards than your opponent. Alright, and I am playing 3 copies of Dragonic Burnout. Burnout's an awesome card, being able to kill stuff, CB1, kill something, and you're putting something back into your deck. That's always awesome. And then just 2 copies of Full Armor Buster. Only 2. You don't really need him too much. He does help in fixing some of the ride target options. If you don't have a regular Overlord as your first ride, or you want to get to the Great or even the end. Very, very helpful. Alright, and the grade 1s of the deck are obviously 4 ammo for your draw and your counter charge. 4 Sable Dragonute for your draw. And then I am playing 3 copies of Follower Reyes. The reason for 3 copies of Reyes, it helps. This is actually what I ended up doing for my version of the Great. It's a rear guard that stays on board, which Kagero has a problem with for some reason. But it's a rear guard that stays on board. You call it, and you give Neoflame the plus 3k. So then Neoflame is usually for swinging in for at least 23k unboosted. So that creates the numbers that you need, magic numbers. That's always a good thing. All right, and then for my trigger lineup. I am playing 7 crit, 5 draw, 4 heal, starter. So the reason I'm playing 7 and 5 is with the great does kind of want your draw triggers a little bit. I played 5 before. I eventually went to 6. 6 draws just because the deck feels like it needs it. However, draws are the end's worst enemy. This is why they almost belong in separate decks, but they can work together a little bit here and there. So I'm playing 5 right now, 5 draws right now, and the 7 crit. Again, like I said, it just needs the crit pressure, and you definitely don't want to hit any of those draws on the end, otherwise you are just not going to be having a fun time. So yeah, that's basically it. Deck's basically the same. It's very, very good still, very, very powerful. And the end adds a little bit to it, not too much. I may or may not post a alternate version of just the end build. If people are interested, just let me know in the comments. Please like and subscribe, guys. Please comment, let us know what your thoughts are on the end. But yeah, we will talk to you later, guys. Bye.